Welcome to episode 4 of the NBA Rebranded series. In the last one, the Memphis Grizzlies won the NBA championship. Can they go for a repeat? We'll figure it out in the offseason. Some player retirements. LeBron James retires. Iguodala, Udonis Haslem, Chris Paul goes. Carmelo Anthony, Thaddeus Young, Will Williams, Kevin Love, Eric Gordon, JaVale McGee, George Hill, Wesley Matthews, Patrick Beverly is gone. Ronnie Hood, Michael Carter Williams is gone, and sound about right. I don't know about LeBron retiring, but he could. And some staff retirements. Janelle Pargo retires. Pablo Pagani. I don't know how to say his name. And Joe Mazzulla. I'm going to say Mazzulla. And we'll see the guys in the Hall of Fame. And so obviously, LeBron obviously is in the Hall of Fame. Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony are Hall of Fame inductees. I'm so bad with names, man. Not names, but just words in general. Chris Paul, LeBron James. Well, Chris Paul retires on the Clippers. That's the only team he retires with. LeBron retires with the Heat. Carmelo retires with the Nuggets, and obviously LeBron retires with literally every team he's been on. Makes sense because he is one of the best players of all time. Some league meetings increased the shot clock to 45 seconds. That was obviously rejected. Eliminated by the violation requiring the offense to advance the ball from the back court to front court within a specific amount of time. That was rejected. Eliminating the 5-second back to the basket violation. That was only had one yes. Opposing teams will enter a 1+1 bonus after 5 team fouls and a full bonus after 10 team fouls in a single quarter. 10 team fouls in a single quarter. My goodness. And then the only one that was approved was the draft lottery. The top 5 picks are done via random weighted draw. Remaining lotto picks are determined by their team record. And if not everyone's favorite, I know it's not anyone's favorite, but the draft lottery is here. The team with the best odds are the San Antonio Spurs, with having, I think, about 20 to 25 games won. The Thunder are right behind them. Most of these picks have been traded to the Thunder. I've gotten the pick from the Wizards. The Hawks got a pick from the Kings. Thunder got from the Clippers. Pelicans from Milwaukee. You get it. We're going to go, and right now, we're just going to go in autoplay. We're going to stop autoplay once. Okay, stop. So, you can't rig this. I can't, manually change stuff, right, in the draft lottery. Was it the Spurs that just went from 14 to the top 4? I know they had a number 1 pick anyway, but they have 2 top 4 picks. I've never seen that in my life. The Grizzlies are projected to have this pick, and they do. I can't believe the Spurs got that. The Rockets. I'm sorry, Houston. That must suck. The Thunder get their 12th pick, obviously. The 11th pick, I mean, it could go in the top 4 of the Timberwolves, and it'll stay the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves will have the 11th pick in the draft. I'm still like, I don't know how that happened. The Knicks still get their 10th pick. I think last year they had the 2nd pick in the draft. I'm pretty sure the Raptors are next, and they will still have their 9th pick in the draft. The next pick, the Utah Jazz. Will it stay Utah? No, the Utah will move to the top 4, which means the Bulls to the top. Leapfrogged. Okay, Okay, the Pelicans with the 7th overall pick, and it will stay in New Orleans. So they'll have the 7th pick, which was from Milwaukee. Thunder have maybe another pick. It'll stay their pick. So they have the 6th pick in the draft and the 12th pick in the draft. The 5th pick could be Sacramento. We'll see right here. And it will be the Spurs. So either that pick was either their 14th overall or their number one. I'm pretty sure that's their 14th pick. No, it would be the number one pick, because that one moved into the top four, right? I don't know how the draft lottery works, but going from 1 to 5, that's crazy. So I don't even know who moved. The Kings have moved to the top four. Will be their fourth pick. It will be. The Kings only went up by, I believe, 1. Then there are 3 picks left. The Thunder could have 3 picks in the lottery. We'll see right here, and it will stay the Thunder. So the only 2 teams are the Spurs and the Jazz. Let's see if the Spurs still get their first overall pick. The second overall pick will go to the Spurs. Oh, the Spurs get screwed here. And that means the Utah Jazz have won the NBA draft lottery. If not, I think again. I'm pretty sure the Jazz won another lottery as well. Congratulations to the Utah Jazz. They have won the draft lottery. And I doubt you would want to see the staff signing, the draft combine, the pre-draft workouts. I doubt you want to see those. But it is now time for the NBA draft. Welcome everyone to the 2024 NBA draft. This is obviously a 2024 NBA draft class. So, if you see someone, it'd be the 2024 draft class. So there's no point. Okay, all right. With the first pick in the draft, the Utah Jazz will select Xavier Booker, power forward from Michigan State, 6'11". With the chance to be the league's next transcendent super. Xavier Booker's NBA career gets its start with the Jazz, where the fans are already preparing their MVP chance. I don't know. All right. Second pick in the draft, the Spurs will select Justin Edwards, shooting guard from Kentucky. Devin Vassell might be a free agent. Good for him. I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't play for the Spurs. The Thunder on the clock. They'll select Ron Holland, third pick, small forward from Arkansas. A lot of Arkansas guys. Holland has an ability to read the minds of his opponents and routinely picks off their passes. So good defender, solid defender. The Kings are on the clock. They'll select Metas Buzelis. That's definitely how you spell his name. When it comes to sheer basketball intelligence, you will be hard pressed to find a player with a better sense of awareness than Metas Buzelis. Very, very rarely does he have a mental lapse. We'll see about that in the NBA. The fifth pick in the draft, the Spurs are once again on the clock. They'll select Isaiah Collier, point guard, 6'4", point guard from USC. Collier looks like a solid, if not great, contingency plan for the Spurs should Scoot Henderson choose to enter free agency after next season. I mean, I wouldn't think so, because they're the first overall pick in the draft, unless he hasn't been doing that great. The sixth pick in the draft, the Oklahoma State Thunder will select once again Mackenzie Migbako, small forward from Duke. When I watch Migbako's game, I see a work in progress with enormous upside. I'll be following this kid to see how his game develops in the NBA level. Alrighty, with the the seventh pick in the draft, the Pelicans will select Sean Stewart, power forward from Duke. One of the best rebounding players we have seen in the years. Sean Stewart's 11.8 rebounds per game last season at Duke was tops in the nation. I could probably tell. Eighth pick in the draft, the Chicago Bulls will select DJ Wagner. Finally, he's off the board. Point guard from Kentucky. DJ Wagner looks to be a solid pick with Lonzo Ball as free agency this summer, with no guarantees that he'll return to the team. Well, looks like Lonzo is not going to return with Chicago because they just drafted a point guard. I would say they wouldn't. I would say Lonzo wouldn't go back to Chicago. Ninth pick in the draft, the Toronto Raptors will select Mikey Williams. Finally gets off the board, a point guard from high school. Williams recorded the highest vertical at the draft combine amongst the point guards in attendance. That's a high vertical. Next on the clock, we have a trade for the 10th pick. Oh, the Portland Trailblazers are trading Jusuf Nurkic in a 2026 first-round lottery-protected pick for the 10th pick in the draft and a second-round pick, 37th overall, later on in the draft, which means the Portland Trailblazers are on the clock. Now select Artis Marza, which means, trading away Jusuf Nurkic must mean that this must be the center of the franchise. Artis Mara is once in a generation physical specimen, towering height, ridiculous wingspan, no brainer selection in the slot. That's probably why Portland selected him. The 11th pick in the draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves will select Tyrese Proctor, small forward from Duke, 6'5", a bit on the smaller side for small forwards, but 27.3 points per game. I'm sure Minnesota would like that. 12th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder once again will select Javonte Taylor, small forward from 6'8". Kentucky and is 6'8". There will be many in the media that will say this is a prize pick. I, for one, am sold not only on his upside, but he can bring to the table rookie season. I think we read all this stuff before. I'm just gonna give you my reaction. Aaron Bradshaw, the center from Kentucky, going to Memphis with the 13th pick in the draft. Next, the Houston Rockets are on the clock. They will take Caleb Foster, point guard from Duke. Says that he have a need for speed, so he's a fast boy, 6'4" fast man. That's scary. Suns are on the clock now. They'll select Kwame Evans, small forward from Auburn. Pretty solid pick. He was the best in the combine with threes, so the Suns do need some more shooters, so that's nice. The Magic are on the clock now. They'll select Landon Blackburn, point guard from another Arkansas kid. You can't believe Blackburn stood down to the draft. I don't know who he is, so I guess you're right. I don't know. Heat on the clock. Another trade. Okay, 2 trades in the first round. Okay. The Toronto Raptors are trading Fred VanVleet and Amir Coffey to the Miami Heat for the 17th pick in the draft. And I would assume the Raptors will take a point guard, and they do with Art Morris from Texas. That's what I love about the draft. These draft day trades are so much fun. The Pelicans are on the clock. They will select Omaha Biliu. Small forward from Iowa State, 6'8". He led the combine, and all players were making 44 out of 50 15-foot jumpers. He's pretty good. The Bulls are on the clock. They'll select Mookie Cook, small forward from Oregon. Mookie Cook with a joy to watch last season in Oregon. A savvy situational awareness. Obviously going to get him in the first round. The Oklahoma City Thunder are on the clock with the 20th pick. Now select Seth Trimble, shooting guard from North Carolina. 6'3", a bit on the smaller side for shooting guard. Maybe could play point guard as well. Josh Giddey is about to enter free agency, and this will decide whether he signs or resigns or signs a new team. Mavericks on the clock. They will select Chris Livingston, shooting guard from Kentucky. Obviously, need to pair him with Luka. Obviously, you need to have another guard duo with him. Spencer Dinwiddie. I think he's somewhere else. So he has the most 3-pointers out of any shooting guard. I think Luka is happy about that. Indiana Pacers on the clock. Another trade. Wow. Oh, the Pacers have traded their first-round pick to the Warriors for Draymond Green. I mean, Draymond Green's solid, but I would have never guessed the Warriors were trading up. I mean, who the Warriors even take here? So is it too early to say the Warriors are winning the championship next year? They took Bronny James. He could back up Steph Curry, right? LeBron, man. You know what should have happened? The Lakers should have had like another pick. If LeBron stayed and the Lakers traded up for Bronny James, I would love that. But LeBron's rival, I would say this was LeBron's rival team. The Warriors did LeBron dirty, drafting him. I think that's really funny. Good pick for Golden State. I love that pick. 76 on the clock. They take MJ Rice, maybe the next Michael Jordan, small forward, 6'5" from Kansas. Obviously I don't know if he can shoot or not. Maybe the 76ers need more shooters on the team, and just maybe, he'll be that part of the team. Celtics are on the clock. Looks like Zachary Ristic, small forward from France. There's not a lot of game tape available on Zachary Ristic. I keep saying Ristic. So there's no film. Why would you draft him? Okay, the Hawks are on the clock. Those look Isaac. I'm pretty sure that's right. I think that's a weird way to say Isaac. Isaac Amundsen, power forward from Spain. Finally, the jersey is finally loading for the Hawks. I think the last time we saw the Hawks jerseys, the word art for them wasn't showing up, but now it's finally showing up. Power forward. I think John Collins might be under efficiency or anything. I don't know what's happening with John Collins. Next on the clock, they take Tyler Smith from high school, 6'11" power forward. That's a high vertical. He's very athletic. One of the best out of the power forwards. I mean, it doesn't look like he's very strong, but the thing is, he's tall. He could probably shoot the ball, which is probably why I don't even know who just took. My memory's so bad. I just forgot who took him. Nuggets select Kylan Boswell, point guard from Arizona. Maybe Jamal Murray isn't living to the hype in Denver, so maybe Denver's trying to fix that spot at point guard. Cleveland Cavaliers on the clock. They'll select. I said Scotty Middleton, shooting guard from Connecticut. I mean, pretty sure that Donovan Mitchell, a solid bench piece for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pelicans are on the clock. They'll take Bayou Fall, center from Arkansas. One of the best rebounders in the nation. Those have the clearance to guard NBA speedsters. I mean, he's a center. So, no? I don't know. The Grizzlies on the clock with the last pick in the first round. The Grizzlies, the NBA champions, will select Jalen Lewis, center from high school. 5-star All-American, obviously they gotta take him. And now, that marks the end of the first round, and I'm going to enable automatic draft advancement because, again, second rounders, I mean, I could care less about. Here in the second round, let's give our takes in the first round. Let's talk about the trades. The first trade I'll talk about is the Draymond Green to Indiana trade. I like what Indiana did here. They do need some defense. They have a thing with double teaming. I've been to a game before. I know they won that game, but their defense is absolutely horrible. I get Kevin Durant is very good at basketball. I get that, but y'all need to stop double teaming, because once you double team, that at least leaves someone open, right? That's how the Nets were able to score a bunch on us. We came back in the fourth quarter, obviously, because Indiana Pacers are known for coming back in the fourth quarter and just doing absolutely horrible in the first half. But Draymond Green, a solid defensive player, will come to Indiana. Very solid trade for Indiana and Golden State, taking Bronny James. The Raptors traded Fred VanVleet. I forgot where he got traded. My memory is so bad. Fred VanVleet is traded. The Raptors are... I feel like they're rebuilding because it looks like Fred VanVleet went down in overall. So I think they're trying to rebuild, trying to get everyone on the team is regressing off the team. And the other draft, or the other trade, let me try to think here. Who was the first trade? It was like in the top 10, right? Jusuf Nurkic. It was Jusuf Nurkic. I forgot what team he went to, but Nurkic, the Trailblazers, they drafted a center too. I guess Nurkic is getting old, and I guess the team doesn't really need him anymore. Drafting that 7'4" center. I mean, he'd probably already be better than Nurkic, like size wise already. But yeah, those were all the trades. And in the first round, 3 trades. It looks to be the only trade in the NBA draft. And I mean, pretty fun draft. Bronny James went to the Golden State Warriors. I think that's really funny, but it was very fun to watch him. The Pacers will have the last pick in the draft. I'm gonna call Mr. Irrelevant Kobe. Los Angeles gets their next Kobe on the team. The Hornets will take Trey Alexander, and with the last pick in the draft, the Indiana Pacers will select with Mr. Irrelevant Malik Renfro, power forward from Indiana. That's awesome. That is the NBA draft, and we'll see you in free agency. Here are some notable free agents. Paul George has declined his player option. So has Lonzo Ball, obviously, because, they drafted a point guard in the draft. We'll see if anyone else declined. OG Anunoby declined his player option. And it looks to be about... Jalen Smith declined his with Denver. We're going to skip free agency, and we'll just see who gets signed. We'll go by team. The Sixers re-signed Tyrese Maxey, D'Anthony Melton. The 76ers have signed Mark Mitchell, Danilo Gallinari, Steven Adams, and two guys I believe were probably undrafted free agents. The Bucks signed DeLon Wright, Alex Caruso, the mini goat, Terrence okay, I'm not gonna say that. Torrey Craig, Matt Thomas, Skylar Mays, and I believe some other undrafted free agents as well. The Bulls re-signed Patrick Williams to a 4-year, $120 million deal. That's a bag. They also signed Jordan McLaughlin, Ayo DeSumno, getting him back in Chicago. And they also get Osei Brissett. The Cavs signed Isaiah Hartenstein. They also re-signed Javonte Green, Isaac Okoro, and they also signed Robert Covington. Celtics re-signed Grant Williams, and they also signed Gordon Hayward, getting him back in Boston, and Muhammad Guy and Oscar Tshiebwe. The Clippers get a lot of guys here. The Clippers happen to re-sign Paul George. They also signed Marcus Morris. They signed Marco Jackson, Utah wannabe Lamar Stevens, Sam Merrill, and Dwayne Dedmon, Scottie Pippen Jr. Okay. The Grizzlies re-signed Desmond Bane on a 5-year, $177 million contract. They also signed Edmund Sumner, Pat Connaughton, Isaiah Stevens, and Cameron Oliver. Hawks re-signed DeJounte Murray and Onyeka Okongwu. They also signed Karis LeVert as well. So, solid. Heat signed Omer Yurtseven back here in Miami. They also re-signed Kyle Lowry to a 1-year deal. Also get Isaiah Mosley, Trey Taylor, and just stay on tape. Again, don't really know his name. The Hornets give LaMelo the bag, 5-year, $211 million deal. Hornets get Bogdan Bogdanovic in Charlotte, and they also get Eric Paschall. Utah Jazz don't really do much. They signed Kenyon Martin and re-signed Mamadi Diakite. I can't with these names, bro. The Kings re-signed Domantas Sabonis on a 5-year, $220. That's a bigger deal than LaMelo, man. Sacramento, what are y'all doing? Accidentally pressed the button. They also re-signed Malik Monk, and they do sign Malik Beasley. So, all right. The Knicks signed Cameron Payne, re-signed Obi Toppin to a 3-year, $40 million deal. The Lakers signed OG Anunoby. They signed Lonzo Ball back. The Lakers get Lonzo back in Los Angeles. I don't know how LeVar Ball would like that, but he's back in Los Angeles. They'll sign Luke Cornett. They re-sign Max Christie and get Matt Ryan back and David Nwaba. The Orlando Magic do a couple of signings, re-signing Ish Wainwright and signing Jaden McDaniels. The Mavericks signed Buddy Hield, Charles Bedford, Chris Dunn, Kostas Antetokounmpo, Ariel Huckporty. They also re-sign Kobe Reeves and Jamario Sharp, and they do sign Josh Green to a 1-year, $10 million deal. The Nets sign Henrik, I'm not going to say that, TJ McConnell, Trey Lyles, Micah Potter. They also signed Kessler Edwards, again, a bunch of random guys. The Nuggets re-signed Jalen Smith. They also get Ousmane Dieng, Zeke. Oh my god, bro, I suck at this. The Pacers do get Tyrese Halliburton back. Get Dylan Edwards. They re-sign Caleb Martin, and they also re-sign Aaron Nesmith. Pelicans get James Najee Najee. I think that's how you say his name. They also get Herbert Jones back, Kira Lewis. Kyra, I'm not good with names. The Pistons get John Wall, and they also get Emmanuel Mudiay, Devontae Smart. So the Raptors re-signed Pascal Siakam. They also signed Nicholas Claxton, Sterling Brown, Darius Baisley. No one really else special. The Rockets signed Lonnie Walker. Again, that's about it. Spurs get Precious Achua. Again, and Cam Reddish. I forgot to say Cam Reddish. And then that's really about it. Suns get Tyus Jones. Re-sign Cameron Johnson once again. Get Skylar Clark. Frank Kaminsky back in Phoenix. DeMarcus Cousins signs with Phoenix. Josh Richardson goes to Phoenix. They also signed Jock Landale and Facundo Campazzo. The Thunder re-signed Pokusevski. And they also signed R.J. Hampton. The Timberwolves signed Anthony Edwards back. Get Damian Collins, Brandon Hundley, Payne Pritchard. Payne Pritchard. Yeah, that's about it. The Trailblazers get Jonathan Isaac. And just bringing back some other guys. The Warriors re-signed James Wiseman. I mean, I guess you could do that. And the Wizards get Doug McDermott, Trey Burke. They also re-signed Denny Avdija. Oh my god, dude. What's up with these names, bro? They also get Shaq and Colin Gillespie. And that will be it for free agency. We'll look here at the teams. The team that won the championship last year, I'm going to put on the Grizzlies real quick. So for my current team, John Moran obviously playing very well. The Sixers, they're a bit regressing, but Tyrese Maxey is looking promising. Giannis, he's still doing Giannis things, but everyone else on the team is just regressing because they're old, very old and ugly. The Bulls are. The Rosen is. Wow. The Bulls might be a little screwed here. They got a couple young guys to love, but their top 3 players are over the age of 30, so they're gonna have to figure out what to do with those guys. The Cavaliers are looking very promising, seeing no 30 over any sign. No one is over the age of 30, as I can see. The Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, I'm gonna say Josh Allen, Jonathan Allen, Jared Allen. Okay. I should just stop with names. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, a bunch of guys are going up. The Celtics, they're looking very promising. The Clippers, however, are not looking very promising. They're a very old team, and obviously everyone's going to regress. The Clippers, the front office is not really doing anything about it. Re-signing Paul George was a big mistake, but it's whatever. The Grizzlies, obviously the championship. John Morant's a 99 overall, somehow still going up, maybe to 100 overall if they ever did that. Isaiah Williams, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bane are still looking good. Trae Young's going down, even though his IQ is going up for some reason. And then again, they're a pretty young team, so they're looking pretty promising. Miami, Jimmy Butler's going down, but Tyler Hero is going up, so that's good. They also got Fred VanVleet, so that'll explain it. The Hornets, LaMelo Ball is going up. Again, Mikal Bridges is right behind Miles Bridges. You just never know. I thought Miles Bridges would be somewhere else, but no, he stayed in Charlotte. And honestly, Brandon Miller, a rookie standout from last year's, is going up by 4. The Jazz are looking good too with that's John Collins right there in Utah. Anthony Black is looking very solid as well. 18 badges. Dang, that's a lot of badges. Kings are progressing a lot, looks like. Keegan Murray is looking good. So is De'Aaron Fox, DeMontis Sabonis. The Knicks are looking promising as well as Nick Smith going up by 5 to an 84 overall. RJ Barrett's obviously looking very good. The Lakers, although LeBron did retire, Anthony Davis is still on the team though. With Lonzo Ball, OJ Anunoby, Chris Murray's looking good. Luke Cornett's a 77. I think the Lakers still have a chance. The Magic are only progressing. They're the only team that ever progresses. Paul Banchero is looking to be a star in the league. Mavericks, Luka is going down. At 25, he's going down by 2. That's concerning. Karl-Anthony Towns is staying the same. Buddy Hield's going down. Jane Hardy's is still there. That's a bit concerning for the Mavericks. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, they are getting pretty old, so obviously they are going to regress. But it looks like to be Max Lewis is looking to replace Kyrie Irving. The Nuggets, Nikola Jokic is regressing a bit, but Jamal Murray and everyone else is looking promising. Other than that, the Pacers, Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Miles Turner. Who is Smith? Oh, it's Jaquavion Smith. He's going up by 3. Solid for Indiana. Halliburton's looking very well. That's the wrong button. I am pressing a lot of wrong buttons. Pelicans, Zion, Brandon Ingram, TJ McCollum is going down. So that's not looking too well for New Orleans. Obviously, Victor Wembanyama is looking to be a star. See, he already went up to an A+3, A+. Like, Wembanyama is looking too good. Kate Cunningham's going up. Kyle Kuzma's going down, but Jalen Duren's going up. So, Pistons are looking very promising. Raptors, Scotty Barnes. Acer Thompson is looking very well, going up by 4. The Rockets are looking very good. Jalen Green's up to a 91. Jabari Smith's at an A5, A6. The game is looking pretty dumb. Albert Sengun's going up by 1. Kevin Porter, obviously. Cameron Whittemore's going up. Jeb Howard, obviously. So, yeah, the Rockets are looking very promising. The Spurs, Scoot Henderson's going to be the best player on the team. Obviously, the number 1 pick last year. He's going up to an 84, going up by 5. The Spurs are looking very young. Again, they still have time. They could win championships later on, but again, they still have time. Suns are looking still pretty average. With Chris Paul gone, they're going to need a next point guard. The next point guard up is probably going to be Tyus Jones, but they're still looking all right. They also have Derrick Rose going down to a 74. That's not great. The Thunder are looking good. Also, Josh Giddey is going up. Chet Holmgren is going up somehow, even though he was hurt. Or no, that was probably last year. And obviously, Ron Holland and their... Who is their... I already forgot their draft pick. Was it Ron Holland? No, what? No, that was... Wrong guy. Okay. Oh wait, no, that was the. It was Ron Holland. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about someone else. Okay, my fault. Zach LaVine's back in Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell, obviously, Anthony Edwards, but he seems to be out for the season. Oh goodness gracious! I know that was cringe. I'm sorry. I know that was goodness gracious. What is that? Okay, Anthony Edwards. That's bad. He is going to be out for the entire season, so the Timberwolves are going to have to roll with just Zach LaVine and D'Angelo Russell, maybe Spencer Dinwiddie, Tim Hardaway. With no Anthony Edwards, I don't know if I can see them making the playoffs. Trailblazers, Damian Lillard, you hate to see that, going down by 3. Anthony Simons, though, is going up. Shaedon Sharp is going up, and Amen Thompson is going up, so if Damian Lillard goes, wouldn't it be a huge downgrade? Obviously, the Warriors trading Draymond Green. He's not going to be there anymore. Steph Curry's going down. Andrew Wiggins going up. Poole's going down. Klay Thompson going down. But Kuminga is looking promising. So is Wiseman. And then last but not least, the Washington Wizards. Beal's going down because he is, 31 years old. Porzingis. They got some young studs. I would say Brandon Miller is looking promising as well. And if we simulate to the advance to next season, we're going to have low download draft class. You're going to see it from me. User created draft class, okay? We have from 23, 24, that's 23, with the same person. 2025 NBA draft class. That will be the one. And we're going to advance to next season. And here we are. I hope you liked in I believe, year 3. This is going to be year 3. That was a year 2 off season. This is year 3. I hope you enjoyed that off season. Some major signings, not major signings, but some major trades, some major draft picks. But we will see you in year 3. Goodbye. Have a good day.